Give me a chance.
Kate is Batwoman.
Time to be powerful. Don't kill me, but I made some alterations.
To what, the suit?
New look.
New Batwoman.
No, 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 no.
Oh boy. It looks like with everything going on with next-gen consoles and 2 separate blue checkmark crusades to get me canceled, I have missed the opening trailer for Batwoman Season 2, and I want to issue my most heartfelt apology, as this level of cringe should not be ever missed by me. And I know maybe I'll use the excuse that, you know, I reached 1 million subscribers and I was thinking about that, and that I can't remind people to subscribe anymore, and that maybe that was it. But nope, I just dropped the ball on this one. And if you don't remember, Batwoman is a show on the CW in the Arrowverse, and it's terrible. Now I will argue, I think, to be fair, not a lot of the writing on the CW's superhero DC universe type shows is anything but awful. I think Stargirl is okay. Early Arrow is okay. Supergirl was cringe. And Batwoman was even worse. These shows desperately need bigger budgets and desperately need better writers, but the CW soldiers on. You know, after Ruby Rose quit or was fired, depending on which camp you fall in, they should have just stopped the show. They should have just called it a day and said that Batwoman Season 1, we don't want to continue it without Ruby Rose. I don't know. There was literally no reason in the ratings why you'd continue this show. You look at Batwoman Season 1 ratings, this is a show that started with 1.86 million viewers and finished the year with 730,000. And that was for the finale. And that was a loss of more than 50% of the audience that they started with. And on top of that, they lost over 1 million. They lost more than 1.1 million viewers out of that 1.8 million viewers. I get more views in a day than Batwoman would get on an episode, and I don't have an entire TV network and Twitter to promote my hashtag and all these blue check marks to talk about how stunning and brave Batwoman was, even though they clearly never watched it. Literally nobody was watching it. Some of this season lowlights, it actually had a week where it had just 634,000 viewers, which was a third of what the series started with. And this wasn't because people didn't want Batwoman. It wasn't because Ruby Rose was a bad actress. It's because the show's writing was terrible. In my opinion, they thought that people would just tune in because more representation would be enough. This relationship between Kate and her girlfriend, which was largely boring and tedious for the entire show, wasn't enough to get people to tune in. And ultimately, that's why the show failed. It's not because it was too woke. They just thought that's all it would take. They thought it was all it would take. Get woke and people will tune in, because all the people were talking about the show on Twitter. That's what happens. You pander to Twitter, they retweet you. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes if their parents' checks came in and they have their allowance that week, they might actually buy your product. But it's not a guarantee. A lot of people talked about how stunning and brave this show was, and nobody tuned in. Now, to be fair, Supergirl and other shows, Arrow, saw similar ratings tanks on the CW. And it's because the CW, for whatever reason, got the licenses to these programs and decided, hey, we're just not going to put any effort in actually making them good. Now, after Ruby Rose left, a lot of people wondered, what are they going to do? Javicia Leslie takes over the cowl now. And what do? How do you address Kate Kane's disappearance? And since they don't have any good writers, they just said, oh, she disappeared. And we have a new trailer, and it's getting absolutely destroyed. Why? Because like we always say, that when you pander, these people don't show up. These people, all these people who need you to virtue signal, that give you that extra dopamine boost by retweeting you on Twitter, they don't show up. They don't watch your show. They don't buy your merch. They'll retweet you because it gets them retweets, but they're not watching your show. And this is going to be a similar thing. It's going to start off high, and then some people are going to like Javicia, some people won't, so they're going to lose some people that way. But it's going to be a bigger drop-off than last year, and it's not going to be her fault, just like it wasn't Ruby Rose's fault. It's lazy writing. You see here, time to be powerful. That's the new cringe line of this year. It's almost as good as it'll be utter perfection when it fits a woman. It's almost as good as that, but it's not quite. Time to be powerful, says Javicia Leslie's Ryan Wilder in the new promo for the next chapter of the CW Batwoman. Based on the TV spot, the new Batwoman is bold, rebellious, and not to be messed with. We are here for it. I love how all these magazines are just shill outlets. In the latest look, Batwoman, Ryan dons the cape and cowl with a couple of modifications. By the way, terrible picture of Javicia here. She looks like annoyed that she has a thing on. We see Batwoman kick some major butt, and it's clear that Alice sees her as a threat, saying that she's a handful. Alice is garbage, too, by the way. The promo gives us a peek into what's in store for Ryan and aligns with what executive producer Caroline Dries revealed about the new season of the superhero. Dries said that season 2 will follow two major stories, the first being what happened to Kate Kane. All the characters will have different points of view, and it will be shocking, awesome, and amazing. Wow. I mean, if the person whose salary is directly affected by the success or failure of this show said so, I better tune in. The second is that new hero is rising in Gotham. Dries said, that's how writing is, said that Ryan is a new character in the DC world, and she has a lot going against her. Yeah, your writing staff. She was a statistic of injustice, and the system is not built for this person. She has constantly battled through the system her whole life, now as Batwoman. Of course, based on what we've seen, Leslie will take over the role from Ruby Rose, brings a new, fresh take on Batwoman. During DC Fandom, Leslie, who is bi, and that's, of course, the most important part, said it was an honor to play the character that's just like her. She points out that it's not common to play a character that represents the community that she belongs to. It feels really powerful. That's cringe. She's saying all the right words, but this will literally make nobody tune in. And if we just look at the trailer, now I don't know how much of this I can show, if any of it. It's going to end up getting sliced and diced. You'll know in post. But what I want to say is the CW, with 1.33 million subscribers, released a trailer for arguably their most advertised show, right? I think it's fair to say that the CW probably advertised Batwoman the most. And it gets just 145,000 views. Now, I will give them a tiny, so small amount of credit. They left comments on ratings on for our viewing pleasure. Currently with 2.9 thousand upvotes. And by the way, just to say this, okay? We can make fun of the downvotes later, which of course comes as the commentary community gets a hold of videos, downvotes go up. You know, but this is relatively untouched. I think I saw Critical Drinker cover it, and his video was amazing. 7.3 thousand downvotes to just 2.9 thousand upvotes. Yes, it's getting shredded in the like to dislike ratio, but also understand this. It's not even liked by the people who viewed it. I would argue that 3 to 4 times the amount of people that laugh at this show, that's who your viewers are. We'll tune into a trailer to laugh at it, but we're not going to watch your show on Sunday nights. Top comment, heels versus babyface. I can't stop laughing. NG goes, Batman goes MIA. Batwoman goes MIA. People who actually watch the show go MIA. I'm seeing a trend here. Batwoman puts on the suit. Batwoman, it's time to be powerful. Tony Stark, if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it. Ah! The CW, why do we have low ratings? Batwoman doesn't kill, except for those 2 times she did. The level of terribleness in this show is frankly stunning and brave. People, can we stop with the negative comments? I can't like them all. Who else is here for the comment section? Batwoman doesn't kill. I beg to differ. Careers die too. I mean, this is unbelievably... The trailer makes Batman and Robin look like the Godfather. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become woke. I mean, there are several... I'll try to turn down the volume here. Maybe we'll see. But we have the big trailer coming here. There's Alice. Sunday, January 17th. We've got Alice coming in here. Now, it didn't have that. Remember the other backing track? I'm a woman. Like that song for season 1. It doesn't do that, thankfully. And you have her raising up the suit here. And you see here the paper. Where is that? Whatever happened to Kate Kane? And it shows her picture, and there's like a vigil here. Then you have, the whole characters. Oh, you know what's hilarious too? Look at this protesters or support. Crows are gun cat. I can't read that. No bat. Then you've got the LGBTQ symbol here. You've got the LGBTQ bat here. You've got the LGBT. So just so everyone's clear, Batwoman is LGBTQ. That's the important thing that they think that's important about the show. And ultimately, that's what you get, right? You get this, like, okay, she's bi, awesome, happy for her, but the show has to be good, and it's not, and it hasn't been, and it won't be Javicia's fault either. You see the, where is the line? I want to find the line. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think here it is. Okay, here we go. She brings out the suit in the bathroom, in a grody bathroom. Man, how long has it been since anyone said grody? Okay, here. There we go.
Time to be powerful.
Yeah, there it is. Time to be powerful. And then they have the Batmobile, which just looks terrible, chasing people. And then I always think these shows are funny. Like, I get it. Women can be strong. Gina Carano could definitely take care of business. But when I see these women who are like 110 pounds soaking wet, like kicking people across the screen, and men for that matter, exactly too, it's always like eye rolling. Just give them a superpower or some sort of, super ability, and I'll believe it. I'll suspend belief immediately. But when I see when I saw Ruby Rose, Hadoukening people across the screen, I'm so excited. Hey, look, for Javicia's sake, I hope it works out great. My guess is she'll probably want to bail on the show either. She's had a decent career on other shows, so, I don't see this as being a taking off point, but who knows?
Batwoman. New episode starts
January 17th. Oh my God, that's only a month away. That's only a month away.
Time to be powerful.
Time to be powerful.
I met the new girl. She's gonna be a
handful. Yeah.
Batwoman
I love it. Like she's like destroying the guy with these little punches.
does not kill.
Batwoman does not kill, except for you didn't even follow your own lore in the first season. Can't wait for Batwoman season 2. It's gonna be a disaster. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.